Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another episode of my pull-up doll collecting for beginners series. And today I'm going to be talking about where do I get my doll clothing and accessories from. This is a question that comes up a lot, and especially if you just started collecting and you do want to play with your doll. And when I say play, I mean, you know, change out their outfits and stuff. Especially for photographing, it's a lot of fun to try out different outfits on your doll. So, you know, where do I get my doll clothing from? So I think I'm gonna start with the Barbie clothing because that's a very I think accessible you know, type of clothing that a person can get for their doll. It's affordable, and it's also, you know, in most stores, available in most stores. So this one I have here, my custom Mew fish doll, and she's wearing this Barbie dress. And this is one of the more modern Barbie clothing, and I recommend the modern Barbies. And when I say modern, I mean like if you are thinking about trying out, you know, Barbie clothing that was made for like 90s Barbies, it might not work. You might need to like sew it a little bit tighter because the Barbies from the 80s and 90s, they had like a thicker body type, so their clothing is a lot looser on the pull-up body. And I know this because I have tried it, so believe me, it will fit very loose on the Barbie. So the more modern clothing that we find nowadays in the stores, Barbie has a slightly thinner body, so it fits a little better. But as you can see here, for example, the bust area, you have to place it just right, otherwise it'd be just falling off like this. So the top area is something that you want to pay attention to when you're picking out Barbie clothing, because Barbie has a, you know, a slightly larger bust. So as you can see here in the back, I had to put the Velcro all the way here so that it can fit properly. So there's obviously a lot left here for the Barbie. So that's something to think about. It is, you know, the length fits up perfectly. They're about the same height. I think Barbie's just slightly taller. And here are other examples. So this is what I'm talking about. Usually this kind of cut, for example, like this, I forget what the name of the cut is, but as you can see, this kind of cut tends to fit very well on the pull-up dolls in terms of their chest and stuff. So that's something to think about. Here's another one, this one as well. As you can see, it's always, you know, if it covers their chest area, then it's got, you know, it's likely that it's going to fit. Generally, the ones that don't fit very well are like, you know, strapless, that sort of stuff. You have to think about. Pants do fit them slightly looser than it would on a Barbie body, but it does fit the pull-up doll. So next, I'm going to talk about, you know, outfits made by Groove, the manufacturer of pull-up dolls. So they do have their own little fashion packs. They don't have, I think, as many as they could have if they wanted to, but they tend to be a little bit expensive. I got this one here. This is, I think, called a Campanella outfit, if I'm not mistaken. I did get it during a sale, so I think it was on sale, or I got it because I needed to get free shipping. Oh, excuse me. I needed to get free shipping, and so I added onto my cart so I can get free shipping. As you can see, his body, the Isu body is very floppy. So this one fits Isu, but it also fits pull-ups. So as you can see, it's like a whole complete set, and I have done a whole video showing everything that comes with this outfit. So of course that the clothing are made for these dolls, so they will fit very well. And Isu generally can share clothing with pull-ups, especially if it's like a t-shirt or something like that, or pants. They do share the same size. So this is an example of that, but as I mentioned, the Groove outfits are not as cheap as you would think. You know, I think the set maybe was about $30. I'm not sure. Which, I mean, I guess it's not bad considering it does come with a lot of pieces. So it really depends on what you're getting, but generally they're not, you know, as cheap as like a Barbie outfit, for example. But I think they are basically around the same price maybe you would pay on Etsy for certain things. And Etsy is the next thing I'm going to talk about. So Etsy, you know, I think most of you probably already know, it's a website. It's kind of like eBay in a way, where, you know, all these sellers have their own little shops. So, you know, each person has their shops, and so you're buying from that particular, you know, person. You know, definitely check feedback. But Etsy, I think I've had really great experiences on Etsy. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but most of my experiences, I think all of my experiences have been really great on Etsy. I myself have an Etsy shop, and I'll put the link to that in the description. And I also have made a lot of videos showing different things that I got from Etsy and putting the links to all the shops that I got the things from. So I will put the playlist to that in the description, and that also includes Barbie clothing and accessories. So I've done a lot of videos showing you different things that I got over the years. So here's an example for, you know, from something that I got from Etsy. This is from Emmerz Apparel. It's this adorable cotton dress, really, really cute, fits her perfectly. And so, you know, this is the sort of thing that you will find on Etsy. I think you'll find lots of different types of clothing and unique items that you can't find, you know, anywhere else. Here's another example. And now if you feel that maybe you're not finding the specific style that you're looking for your pull-up when you're running searches on Etsy, you can put Blythe clothing and you'll also find tons and tons of shops, because normally Blythes and pull-ups can share clothing. I would say not all of them fit perfectly. Like, for example, in my shop, I like to make different sizes specifically for pull-ups and specifically for Blythes, because I feel like the fit works perfectly for that type of doll. So I don't make it, you know, one size fits all, but there are shops that make dresses and other clothing that would fit both dolls. So this is an example right here. This is, I think, WhimsiesOnTheMoon, I think is the name. And so this fits both Blythe and pull-up. So one thing that you do want to keep in mind when you're getting a Blythe outfit for your pull-up is that Blythes are shorter than pull-ups, and so it may be the length is going to be shorter on the pull-up doll. So that's just something to keep in mind, but in general, they fit pull-ups as well. You know, this accessory here is from FloralDolls on Etsy, and so you can get, you know, headbands on Etsy, hats. You can get a whole bunch of stuff that you probably wouldn't normally find anywhere else. So Etsy is a great place, you know, for you to find doll clothing for your dolls, and a lot of stores are really affordable. You know, they're not as expensive as you would think. It really is up to, you know, how much you want to spend, you know, on your doll clothing, and really, you know, what style you're looking for. But yeah, you know, they can range from like $10 to like, you know, $200. So like I said, it really depends on how much you're willing to spend on a doll outfit for your doll, and in the kind of style you're looking for. But there's a style for like everything that you can imagine, you know. And then I don't have it here, but I will also mention eBay is also another place that you can find, you know, doll clothing and accessories. Cool Cat is a very popular store on eBay. They also have an Etsy shop, but I have personally purchased through eBay because I did feel that their eBay shop had more items than their Etsy shop. So they have, you know, shoes, socks. They do have some clothing as well, like shirts and stuff, and other accessories for your dolls. You know, like eye chip stuff, and they have a whole bunch of, you know, different accessories and things that you can get. So Cool Cat on eBay is definitely a great one. I think Mimi Woo on eBay is also another great one. They have very affordable shoes. Like, their shoes are very affordable. So I do recommend that as well. So I think that's it. I might have other things, but I probably am not remembering them right now. And you can feel free to leave me suggestions on the comments if I forgot anything. But definitely check out the playlist if you're interested in seeing all the different items I got throughout the years. And in those videos, I do actually put the links to all the shops that I got them from. So thank you all so much for watching. Oh, and also, I did forget, Instagram is also a place that you can probably find people who sell clothing as well. I don't have one here, but Goxie or Gotche, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. She's a person that you can reach her through Instagram, and she makes gorgeous doll clothing. So that's the sort of thing, you know, that you want to look out for. I mean, you know, Facebook groups, you have Pullip Sales, you have, gosh, there's, I think, Dolly items, flea market or something, where it's just doll clothing. It's, I think, mostly geared towards Blythes, but you can find Pullip stuff on there as well. I'll put a link to those groups in the description if you want to check them out and become a member and see what other types of clothing people sell on there. The cool thing about that is that people who have Etsy shops will usually, you know, kind of advertise their shops there, so that way it's a new way it's a good way to discover new shops. So yeah, so I think that's it for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments section, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.